battle between the Clemson Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Here are the starting lineups. First for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. At forward, a senior from Montreal, Quebec, number 20, Marcus Ostraco. Also at forward, a senior from Woodstock, Georgia, number 23, Jeremy Spafford. Also at forward, a freshman from Hackettstown, New York, number 81, Nick Galley. On defense for Georgia Tech, a sophomore from Chester, Connecticut, number 7, Alan Dutchess. Also at defense, a senior from Alpharetta, Georgia, number 8, Dan Petrowski. And in goal for Georgia Tech is a sophomore from Godfrey, Illinois, number 30, C.J. Lair. And the rest of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket hockey team. The head coach is Brian McFerrin. He's assisted by Paul Adam and Warren State. And now the starters for the Clemson Tigers. Starting at forward, this is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 13, Dave Warner. Also at forward, a senior from Prospect, Kentucky, number 17, Mike Esposito. Also at forward, a sophomore from Stamford, Connecticut, number 21, Alex Sykes. On defense for Clemson, a freshman from Marysville, Maryland, number 14, Dan Sandstrom. And also on D, a sophomore from Midway, Massachusetts, number 24, Kyle Chambers. Between the pipes for Clemson, a freshman from New York, number 1, Dylan Smith. The Clemson Tigers are coached by Steve Nutty, and the assistant coaches Aaron Mannix, and the rest of your Clemson Tiger hockey team. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps. Performing the national anthem this afternoon will be Melanie Dennis.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome here. It's the second round of the hockey clash here from the Columbus Civic Center in Columbus, Georgia. And we will have Georgia Tech, who last night in the last game that started at 8 o'clock, handily defeated Georgia. And, of course, Clemson coming off of a loss of Alabama yesterday, 5-3. The 4-0 shutout with Georgia Tech looked rather well, and joined with me is Chris Latino doing the color commentary, and of course injured Clemson player. I know you'd rather be out there with the skates than the microphone, but good afternoon, Chris, and got a look at Georgia Tech, and they rather handily handled Georgia. A lot of play in their own end, and Georgia really never got it close.
Yeah, absolutely. Georgia Tech came out pretty strong and outshot Georgia very hard. I think it was 40s. It was Georgia Tech's shot count was in the 40s, while Georgia was in the maybe low teens. So Georgia Tech's gonna be looking to build on that today. For Clemson, they come in on a 3-game losing streak, and this is basically a must-win for Clemson. The semester, this is their last game of the semester, and for Clemson as the number 8 ranked team, losing to number 9 would really hurt them and would really hurt their confidence going into the break.
Well, in net, talk about your goaltender. We have C.J. Lair in net for Georgia Tech.
Right. CJ did a great job last night against Georgia, and Smith has started the last 2 games, I believe, for Clemson, and he's going to look off to build on last night's good performance.
All right, Georgia Tech will control the play right off the start and throw it down into the Clemson zone. Quickly right on it there is Galley. He had a good game yesterday against Georgia. Shot comes in, and it's a kick out by Smith, and now Clemson will take it the other way. It's Esposito. He'll run in down the wing, take a shot. That one blocked. It will go to the far side. Trying to work it up on the wall. Esposito back with it, throws it in, cycles it down on Lair, but he'll able to hold on, and the face-off inside of the Georgia Tech. Tell you what, how's those pads? I got to admit, you see some pads, but those are, I don't think you get much brighter than that.
No, I don't think you can. I mean, I guess it's school colors, sort of.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, maybe it attracts the shooters to shoot at them. I don't know.
You certainly wouldn't have a problem locating the goaltender at any time, that's for sure. Puck taken out and all the way back down into the Clemson zone. Wilson stick handling around the circle. Takes a little wall pass up, and Esposito will take it, avoid the hit. Now take it down the wing. He's checked on the play, but we'll come right back on it. Here you go. This is Zeiss. Had a good game yesterday as well. Cycles the puck to Werner. Werner will get it back up top. Thrown back down by Wilson. Zeiss behind the net, trying to get it out in front. Shot. That one blocked, and we'll go again behind the net. Trying to work the puck out as Georgia Tech. They can't kept in at the point. Now it is taken and turned over again right in the zone. Here's a shot. Werner, that one a blocker save by C.J. Lair. Out to the point again, and another one. It's a bouncer in, kicked out, and then cleared out all the way to center ice.
That's a good opening shift for Clemson's first line.
Sure is. Got pressure on it and a few shots. Actually listed as 2. Right on the blue line, they'll battle. And a break it. Here's a shot, and C.J. Lair kicks it out again. Out to the point. More pressure by Clemson, but now here's Georgia Tech trying to send it up. Fritz is on the ice. We have a whistle, and I believe they're going to say it was either touched by somebody on the bench or is there too many men on the ice?
Yeah, it looks to be.
Might be too many men on the ice. K, the referee.
If that's the case, that's a huge mental lapse for Clemson early in this game.
Especially after taking it over and kind of dominating the play.
Absolutely.
And it might be exactly what they're calling. It might be just too many men on the ice. I think what had happened was the player that was coming off ended up playing the puck, and that's a no-no.
Yep.
And, in fact, it is too many men on the ice. That's the only thing that I can... We'll get the announcement official in a second, but it's a power play now for Georgia Tech. Too many men.
Yep.
Exactly what it is. Tech cycling the puck. It's Degassi back at the point. Shot deflected right out in front. Now another one that is a save by Smith, trying to go up high, but Smith able to get it down. Still at the point, Degassi now throws it for a shot that goes behind the net. Working for it is Berry.
Got away with a hook there, it looked like.
Petrotsky fires that one. That one goes high. And pardon me, that was actually Zaski with the shot. Trying to center it out in front. That one was blocked. Berry still with it behind the Georgia Tech net. Will go out again on the goal line. Berry, backhand pass to Gasky out to the point. Shot. That one blocked. And they can't clear it. Still in. We've got a minute and 3 seconds remaining on the power play, but now Clemson able to take it and send it the length of the ice.
That's good puck control by Georgia Tech. They got a nice job controlling the puck, getting a couple shots. Again, good job by Clemson's goalie Smith.
Trying to get it in, and Clemson takes it and just jams it right back out. Kill a little more time. Podrotsky behind his own net, looking to start it up. 16:35 left here, just underway. First period, no score. Power play for Georgia Tech. Fritz tried to move it in. He got broken up. Now it'll be taken by Mararoli. Taking it on the near side wall. Mararoli out to the blue line. Will throw it down on the dot. Fritz, stick handling, very good puck handling. Out in front shot, save Smith. And that one, Barry was right there to try to tuck it home. Smith denied him. Working it in the dot is Fritz. On the far side to Barry again behind the net. 10 seconds left on the power play. The pointman really coming in. Now here's a shot deflected out in front. Another one. That one deflects into the slot, and it's going to be cleared away. Werner able to get that and send it all the way down to C.J. Lair. Killing the penalty is Clemson, so...
The key to that was Smith's big save on the backdoor opportunity by Barry on that one. That's a great way to get his pad across.
Here's Fritz. He can stick handle. He can move. He got tripped. Didn't get a call into the corner. Clemson trying to work it out, but now a shot that comes in. That one from McKinney was wide. Trying to work it out again, Clemson. Werner, a little backhand pass, trying to work it to Zeiss. Zeiss bangs it up ahead, chased by Esposito. He goes to the corner, misses his check, but comes up with the puck. Check that, no. Coming up with it now is McKinley. Was right in front of him. I thought he was going to get up with it. Poke check at center ice, breaks it up. And now here's a pass, trying to get it over to Zeiss. It's going to be kept in momentarily by Esposito, but knocked right back out of the zone. And then Clemson will dump it right back in. 15 minutes now remaining here in the first period. Still scoreless, 4-2. Shots on goal, Clemson in favor, even though Georgia Tech had a power play. Quickly knocked back out to the neutral zone. Working is Mararoli. He'll throw it in. Behind the net, Smith trying to gather the puck. He had a little trouble with that yesterday, as a matter of fact. And what a check there that was. Boy, DeGassi just totally leveling the man. Allows Clemson to break out, though. And then broken up, and some more heavy action with the referee going down as well.
Yep.
Wow, that was Lamp. Right back with it, throwing it up top. At center ice, a little more banging around as Lamp takes another hit from DeGassi. Goes behind the net. They try to center it. It's going to be knocked away there by Spafford. Tech trying to work it out of their own zone. Sees a man open at center ice. It's touched up, but taken back over by Clemson. Broken up at center ice, and now here's Tech the other way. Back it goes. Smith blocked it down. And Clemson Chambers will start it up. Here's Chambers. Trying to get the pass over to Lamp. It got broken up. Trying to work it in still, though, is McCosh. Goes to the corner, lost control. Podrotsky will take it away. And Tech gave it back. Here's a pass. Now coming in with a shot, McCosh. That one kicked out. And Tech the other way. Here they come. Working it in. All the way back down it goes to the Clemson corner. Smith put it up into the corner. It's going to deflect around near the goal line. Barry got a piece of it. Trying to work it out is Chambers. They do get it out to the neutral zone, but Tech's going to backhand it right back in, and some more heavy action players colliding out at center ice. Oh, and a stand-up, let me keep my head down check. That one was wow.
That's a great way to follow through by Sandstrom. He had a couple of those last night, and Clemson's going to be looking for more of that out of him.
Boy. And we don't have a number 13 again today. I'm going to think it is Yang that took that hit for Tech. Now trying to work it in. Fritz. Boy, he took another hit from Sandstrom, but he got it off the side of the net. You heard it from up here. Now the redirect shot. Save. Another one saved by Smith, and it's kicked out to the wall. And back with it for another shot. That one going wide. It's the shooting gallery out there in front of Smith, and certainly Fritz, who had a game last night, now works it into the side of the net. He got knocked off the play. Back it goes out to the point. But Clemson able to get it and just send it back to relieve the pressure to the Tech blue line. Now chasing it back down into the corner is Chambers. Seeing the long pass, he does get it into the Tech zone. It's going to be broken up, knocked right back out into the neutral zone. Zeiss hits the ice. Werner tried to make the pass. It was knocked to the wall by Esposito. Now again, Werner with a piece of it, trying to move it in. It got taken away. And Fritz backhands it to center ice. Trying to work it in is Wilson. Throwing it across. And now Werner taking it at center ice. Stick handling. Trying Trying to get by his man. Does. Gets a nice little wall pick. Now he gets it to Esposito. Shot in on Lair, and a save made. Face off inside of the Tech zone. Some pretty good nonstop action there, by the way, without a face-off for a while, and both teams took their chances.
Yeah, both these teams have two dynamic players. For Georgia Tech, number 18, Ryan Fritz, he really makes things happen for them. And on Clemson's side, number 13, Dave Warner. Both teams really try to work their offense through those two guys, and both of them actually do a phenomenal job putting up points and making everyone else around them better.
11:40, we're scoreless, 5-4. The shots, Georgia Tech on top of that department. Face-off is deep in the Tech zone, out to the point. That one broken up as he went to take a slap shot, and now it's a break. Moving in for a shot, that one wide. Spafford went all the way coast to coast, and the shot went wide. Now still with it, Tech trying to get a pass in the middle. That one from Gallery broken up, and now sending it down the wall. Zeiss trying to move in. He's got to wait. It's offside, and never made the line. So at the neutral zone, Tech will take it, dump it in. Smith successful that time in paddling it down. Now throws the puck up to the walls, intercepted by Tech. Now taken back by Clemson, retaken by Tech. Here they come. Stick handling down the line. It's Spafford looking to center it. He gets ridden hard into the wall by Wilson. And now dug out. Clemson sends it away. Zeiss trying to come up with it. He gets checked out at center ice by Maroli. And they'll throw it right back in. Smith leaves the stick down flat. Pulls it over to Wilson. Wilson is immediately pinned there by Wright. Trying to move the puck out in front. That one Esposito was able to take for Clemson, and he'll take it the other way. Now it's a 2-on-3. Esposito with a nice move. He breaks in from the dot, shoots, goes high, and misses. Oh, that was a nice shot. But he just took it high, and a better move to get in. Another one comes in from the point. That one to the near side wall and missing. And Tech just bangs it out of the zone. We'll retake it up by Chambers. Throw it right back in. Cycling down, chasing it there is McMaster. Man is tripped behind the net. Referee almost blew the whistle. It was in his mouth and he said, I'll let it go. It was that close. Puck taken and dumped right back down one more time by Wright. Clemson comes up with it, almost turned it over in the slot, but smartly just get it and put it out to center ice. Slammed right back in. Smith behind his own net again, stopping the puck, settling it for his defenseman. In the midst of a change is Georgia Tech. Here's a quick pass right up the middle. And now breaking Clemson. Trying to work the puck in. It's McMaster. Trying to get it over to Lamp. Had it broken up. Now at center ice. Clipped around. And Chambers will come up with it. Just throws it to center ice. That's going to be taken over. And thrown right back to center ice. Here's Spafford. Have it deflected off the defenseman's stick. Now Lamp goes down, and that's going to result in the penalty. You trip him once and I let it go. The second time you trip the guy, I'm going to have to call it, and Kay whistles him down for the trip.
Oh yeah, both times it was directly in front of the referee, and the first time, I think he's trying to keep the flow going because there's been good flow to this game, and second time he just had to call it. And Clemson's power play did a good job yesterday. They they really worked the puck well, and they got tons of opportunities, and I think they were 1 for 2 on the power play, and both times they really controlled the play. So. I would expect a similar setup from them. And as far as Tech goes, they're going to be trying to pressure number 13 and keeping the offense away from him.
So here's the puck controlled in the corner momentarily. Coming in there, trying to work the puck out is Werner. He does. Takes it to the corner. Chambers, Werner. But again, they're at the point playing catch. They'll throw it down for a one-timer. CJ layer the save. Wasn't a hard shot that came in from Deloso.
No, he didn't get all of that one.
Now Esposito behind the net, trying to work it through. He gets banged into, but digging the puck out and wheeling it out is Podrotsky, and he made a nice play to clear the zone. Back for it is Deloso, and right behind him is a guy who can really make things happen shorthanded. It's Fritz. He can do it both ways, 5-on-5 shorthanded or on a power play. That time Clemson able to break it out, though. Now here's Werner bringing it into the Clemson zone. Takes a little bump on the play, slowed him down, and then Tech able to get the puck and send it back out. Chambers is in a race with Fritz. Fritz might have it. He does. Going behind the net. Chambers almost fell. Now Fritz is going to freeze it momentarily. He'll lag it a bit in the corner. Take a quality chance at a shot from a tough angle. And Smith had to make that save, but also on their way in, maybe looking for a deflection as well, was Wright.
Fritz did a good job making something out of nothing there.
And look again, Fritz almost broke in with it, but that time Zeiss able to get it and glove it down. Once again, Berry on the forecheck. Georgia Tech doing a good job there, but Zeiss gets it back now. He'll send it up, get hit by Galley, goes out to center ice, and a long one comes in. Smith makes the save, that from Degassi. Berry again in the corner. He just gets leveled by Deloso, and that was a check.
He's feeling that one, too.
Yeah, he sure did. He went down hard, and he flat-backed him the boot. Here's a break-in by Clemson trying to work in. It was deflected on by Degassi. Still with it, though. Taking it out to the point. It's Lamp, a hard shot. That one goes high. Tech trying to dig it out. It's full strength now. Both teams 5-on-5. They kill the penalty. Once again, Tech on the move. Here is Lestraco digging in the corner. Seeing the man out in front, but he couldn't get it to him. It was Spofford. Another shot goes wide, and they'll dig it up to the wall. One time from the point. That one gloved away by Wilson. Trying to clear the zone. He does. Gets it out. And back for it is Maroli. Spinning behind his net. Sees the man up at the blue line. It's Wright. He'll come down the right wing. Wright stick handling. Down to the corner. Now he'll have it one-handed behind the net. Settle it, bring it up, and hit the referee, so that stopped it from going to the point where he wanted it to go, and as a result, Clemson able to catch up with it, rub him out. Throw it into the corner, but give it right back to Tech. Now a bounce pass. Tech gave it right to Clemson. And it will go out of the zone. So thank you much. And then it gets out of the zone. No harm, no foul. Back it goes behind the net. Trying to work it out of the zone is Clemson. They will get it up. Mazzante lost control and now at the blue line. Here comes Zaski. Stick handling down and he got tripped and they'll say no call. I think he kind of jumped over as Y and then ended up going down. Zaski again clears it back in the Clemson zone. Back for it there is Wilson. McKinney trying to come up with it, can't. And now Clemson out to the neutral zone, banged right back in. That one from Holgado. Now a crisp pass gets to Evans. Evans trying to send the man away. That one broken up. Once again, working the puck in. It's McCormick. Had it broken up, now wheeled out into the slot. That one taken away. Evans couldn't handle it. And now here's Fritz the other way for Tech. Stick handling, takes the shot. That one wide, goes to the corner. Dug out, and I don't have 22 as on the roster, that is.
Dennis Fleming. He's been injured with a separated shoulder, and he's coming back tonight for the first time in about 2 weeks.
So Fleming wearing the 22. Heavy action up near the blue line. It's going to be taken out back to the Tech blue line. Now sent right back in. Going to whack it out was Kynot. Quick pass. Clemson trying to break in. And, boy, I'll tell you what, that's how you make a defensive play. Podrotsky just absolutely buried Evans as he came in. And another big – we've seen some pretty big hits. And to break up the plays, mind you.
Yeah, absolutely. He did a great job lowering his shoulder there and stepping right through Evans. And, Evans tried to make something happen. Can't really fault him for that one.
Now Berry, he takes a bump in the corner, trying to wheel it out, is Esposito. And that one was dangerous. Deflected over to his defense. You don't want to play games in front of your net at all. But no problem. It didn't go in, right? We'll discuss that later on the bench, I'm sure. 3:43 remaining. We get a whistle here. And tell you what, Chris, this game is a lot quicker than what we saw, I think, in the last two games.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Georgia Tech has a little more jump in their step tonight. They seem to catch Clemson flat-footed a lot, and they've had the majority of the scoring chances. Clemson had a good chance pretty early on, but Georgia Tech's doing a great job moving their feet and really getting things happening.
Turning it is McCosh, trying to bring it in, drops it for Werner, but he gets bumped off the play. One thing we can say is that the hitting is certainly helping defensively anyways. Now trying to work the puck in. It's going to be taken right back out. At center ice. Through the logo. Long one goes in by Esposito. Back to get it is Degassi. Can't move it out. Kept it at the point. Now flipped into the near side corner. Tech on it, trying to move it up. With a pass out of the zone, and they got Barry. He's got a partial break. Here comes Barry, and he got hit. Penalty coming up. The only thing that Sandstrom could do was that. Delayed call, a slap shot that is fanned on. And now it's a hooking call coming up, and another player ends up getting hit after the play. Is that Deloso that just flattened?
I think that was 21 Zeiss.
Zeiss?
Yes.
Well, the player reacted like Deloso did a hit before. The whistle was over, and for whatever reason, we had a player that got hit after the whistle. And they're not going to call that, but they are going to call that hook.
Yeah, they had to call that. Barry did a good job. Got the puck in open ice, moved his feet, and sort of beat Sandstrom. And Sandstrom had to take him down there. It's a good penalty. Barry actually scored the game-winning goal in Tech in Clemson's last meeting.
Trying to slap it out. It's turned over right in the slot. Zaski couldn't get a shot off, and then it's cleared out to center ice. Degassi throws it up to Fritz now. They're in the Tech zone. A little drop pass. Here's Barry moving in. Shot, save, Smith. Loose puck. Again, shot, save by Smith at Barry with a second try. And a steal. Try to work it in. It's in the slot. Fritz can't come up with it. Now it's knocked in deep by Maroli. Back it goes. Down Fritz, stick handling, will get it out to Maroli. Here's a shot. That one strikes the man in front, then a backhand attempt. That missed by Podrosky and then cleared out all the way down into the Tech zone where C.J. Lair will stick it aside for Degassi. He's got a little trouble with some forechecking being done there, and a good little play by Clemson. Trying to kill some time there, and they do. 56 seconds remaining on the power play. Lamp with a good effort there. And then it's broken up again. Heavy action as Zeiss tries to work it across. Then he gives the man a little whack on the top of the helmet with the stick. I don't believe it was on purpose. Barry's going to break in. Shot. That one is saved. Smith. It will go to the corner. Fritz spins, trying to get the puck away from the referee who got knocked down, and that helps out Clemson because they're on the move. It's Werner. Here's with Zeiss, trying to stick on the move right through, shot, save, and it went off the side of the net. Penalty coming up against Clemson, and it's a good thing because they were working on a 3-on-1 the other way, and it's a hooking call coming up against Tech.
I think Warner actually slipped that through Tech's goalie's pads there. I think that slipped through and just went wide. That's a dangerous spot for Georgia Tech to be in. Number 13 Warner is the last guy you want rushing down on the side. He really knows how to beat the defender, and he has a knack for finishing the puck, so that's a good save.
So Holgado in the box for the hook. There's 23 seconds still remaining on the penalty to Sandstrom for hooking for Clemson. And 4-on-4 hockey right now. Trying to move the puck in is Von Zweck. He had it taken away there by Wilson. Clemson now controls behind their own net. Clemson going one way, now the other. And Wilson gets it right back. Pass ahead, trying to move in. It's broken up, but now taken by Evans. Evans, a shot from the circle, an easy save for Lair. There's a power play going for Tech with 1:31 remaining on that, but 48 seconds left in the period. Still scoreless here.
Yeah, it's good goaltending on both sides. Again, I mean, we've seen it all tournament. It's just a great job by Smith and Lair. Smith did a good job slowing down, or Lair, sorry, did a good job slowing down the play there. And Clemson's going to look to regroup on this power play and have a better effort than they did the first time.
Werner is on the draw. That's going to go take its little trip into the Clemson zone. Chambers is going to bang it a little deeper. He was trying to get it over to Zeiss. Zeiss checked by Galley, but he was able to get it back behind the net, and Werner will start it again. Swinging around to the dot. Working it up to center ice. He's on the move. He's on the fly. He's stick handling. He's going to make a move. He goes behind the net. It just got away from him. He had to go behind the net. He'll get it out to Deloso. Deloso fans on a shot. That might cause a breakaway. Working it in. Coming in is Lestraco. Moving in, and he takes a shot, but it was blocked by Chambers. And again, I got to question the fact you got a guy that can go to the net. You didn't kind of gave it up. Fritz bangs into his man, Esposito, and that's going to do it for the period, but there's still 42 seconds left. And you would think with the second And welcome back. Here we go. Start of the second period. We're scoreless here. Mike V along with Chris Latino. I want to thank Dave Boyd from the Sports Council. And right off the bat, we got a whistle. And we got a face-off deep. I believe a hand pass or a high stick?
Probably a high stick because you can't hand pass it to yourself.
That is correct. On the draw. Tech trying to keep it in. There's a power play going on for Clemson right now. So
Number 8, Wilson replaced number 15, Deloso, on the power play. Slight change by Coach Nutty.
Chambers brings it up. Wilson then Werner. Down the wing he goes. We'll get it back out to the point. Chambers looking to line up a shot. Save. C.J. Lair, another one. That one blocked behind the net. Esposito. Full strength is Tech. Galley comes out from the bench for the 5-on-5. Now Werner again. Shot. Boy, he ripped that wrister, but C.J. Lair on the knees, able to cover it up, and no rebound and face-off.
I think Werner tried to catch Lair by surprise there. And
it's a nice shot.
Yeah, but Lair was just sitting there waiting for it, so nice goaltending.
I think penalties are going to be called here. I saw a little to do and a little to that going on. Fritz was involved with Esposito, and Esposito, I think, got rung up for a rough.
Yeah, I know. I completely missed that, but, Clemson goes down early in the period. I know Coach Steve Nutty was very unhappy with Clemson during the break. He stressed just basics such as effort. Thought it wasn't there for Clemson in the first period, and I can't really disagree with him. He's been looking for his big guys to step up. This is a big game, and this is when big players should step up.
And you look at it though, it did seem that Clemson kind of wore off a little bit because they came out strong, and it seemed they didn't finish like you'd want to, and they were on the power play to boot, and I'm sure that Coach Nutty wanted the power play goal and take a 1-0 lead in there, but that didn't happen. As Zeiss will work it out, and Zeiss may have a break. Zeiss moving in on Lair, shoots, top corner, score, and it's 1-0 Clemson. Boy, that's a worker, and it's a killer for Tech because it's a short-handed goal.
You know what that is? That's effort, and that's exactly what Nutty wanted. He he stressed in the locker room very hard, and Zeiss came out and gave him exactly what you wanted. And when Zeiss is one of the big players for Clemson. That's the other thing. So you couldn't be happier with Alex Zeiss's effort and just performance on that play.
And he would probably, if he didn't make the goal, would have probably received a penalty because hacking him all the way, and that's usually in like basketball, it's kind of a gimme if you're all over the guy. But just a solid goal, and it's the first time that C.J. Lair has allowed a goal in this tournament.
That's Zeiss has scored in both games now for Clemson.
Here's Fritz trying to get it right back. It goes to McKinney. That shot goes high, out to the point. It's Podrotsky. It's still a power play for Tech. They'll shoot it in and deflect it right across the crease. Digging it out is Berry. Threw it on Podrotsky, but it goes out of the zone, too far ahead for him to handle. So Tech's going to come out of the zone and recycle it. They'll throw it down to Fritz. He makes a nice spin move. He gets cross-checked down, and a lot of that looked like it should have been a penalty, and it wasn't. And I believe that Clemson got away with one there.
Yeah, I think the referee may have given DeLosa the benefit of the doubt that Fritz spun into the check and turned his back at the last second. But, I think a lot of refs may have called that.
Well, the only reason I'm saying that is because the way Fritz turned, he had position on DeLoso, and he got him from behind. And generally, they'll ring you up, but I guess they figure, well, Here's Fritz. Red line now. He'll spin again. Very good puck handler and a skater. Fires it across to Yang. That shot goes wide. Now Barry stole it, but he'll come right back out to the point. It's Podrotsky. Now out of Fritz. He's got some open ice, and he'll shoot, and a save and a long rebound, but that's covered nicely by Mazzante. Now again, here's a shot that comes in from McKinney. A shot, then a score, and it's tied. A power play goal. There was 33 seconds left on the penalty, so it didn't take long for Tech to come back and tie it.
No, Georgia Tech did what they had to do. They answered very quickly, and I think that was 22 Barry with the goal. Just a great second effort by him. He really, did what he had to do.
And a little bit of that again set up Fritz. And it all worked. It kind of worked out where it was I thought Clemson had the opportunity to clear it. They never got the clear past Podrotsky, and that
Absolutely.
kept it in, and therefore a missed opportunity results in a tie game. 1-1. So Barry gets the goal. Clemson trying to get it right back. They put it into the Tech zone, and now Tech trying to move it out. They do. Working deep is Mazzante. Now the puck cycled up by Lamp. And once again, a hit by McMaster. Trying to make something happen. Tech trying to move it out. They can't. There's a shot by Lamp, boy, and he almost got clipped at the same time. Spafford really threw a shot at him, just got a piece of him, but he had got the shot off already, and now here's a penalty. Behind the play, it's a rough. The game might be getting a bit chippy. I mean, we're seeing guys can't even that little extra. Hitting is one thing, but I think once they don't have the puck and it's behind the play, you want to get away with a little whack or maybe taking an offense at a hit. And that time, Podrotsky's going into the box for a rough.
Well, this is a rivalry game. There's no doubt about it. This rivalry goes back, a bunch of years, and every time these two teams meet, it's always a physical game, and I'm not surprised to see this at all.
Face off with the penalty against Georgia Tech in their zone. Clemson trying to control it. They can't. And now here's a tough one. Fritz, and he gets ridden off once again. Chambers that time. Well, if you're going to stop a speedy skater, you put a body on him, and that's effective because if he's on the ice and he doesn't have the puck, you did your job, and no call, so they let it go. And here's some stick handling by Clemson. Moving it in, it is Werner. Now I'll get it out to Chambers at the point. Shot in the screen. Right there was Zeiss looking for a deflection or a rebound. Nothing happening. C.J. Lair, who's been solid all tournament long, made a nice glove stop.
I think Tex Betch wanted a an interference call on that one, and they might have had a case for it. I think that Fritz let go of the puck for a decent amount of time, but it was kind of in that gray area. So
yeah, he's the puck carrier. I know he's kind of passing it to himself, and he's not supposed to impede him. But in the eyes of the referee, I'm not saying it was, but in the eyes of the referee, if he's thinking it's a continuation of the check while he had the stick, and then you're on that gray area. Here's a shorthanded bid by Tech. 2-on-1. Drive the tip, and then wow. A big hit. Fritz got checked, knocked off the play, actually hooked. And that stick went about as high as I'll see a hockey stick go. I don't know if that was a little embellishment to get the call, but he went into the pole pretty hard.
I don't think Fritz is that kind of player. I think that Zeiss made a good back check on that play, and maybe just followed through a little too hard or sticked him a little bit. But a good hustle on both ends.
Against Georgia, Fritz had about 4 breakaways. And if you take the one that he was knocked off the play, and you want to talk the interference, that could have been a breakaway, and that there was a virtual breakaway, and Zeiss had to put the hook on him, and he did. And now it's 4-on-4 hockey. We got 1:14 left on Podrotsky's penalty, and Zeiss in the box for the hook. So 4-on-4 hockey in a 1-1 game. Can't get any better than that. Pretty even, both these teams trying to take it home. Werner into the corner, right. Now over across to Esposito, banks it off the net to Werner. Werner again banks it off the net to himself. If he did that on purpose, it was a heck of a play. Werner now spinning in the corner. Werner handed it over to Zaski. Zaski will take it behind the net, and he'll throw it up. And now here comes Tech. Throwing it ahead to Barry. He gets a big hit by Chambers. That's the way you do it in the defensive Scott Stevens category. Big shoulder check, knocked him right off the play. What a move. Moving in is Wilson. Going behind the net now. He couldn't get the shot off. Here's a slapper. That one. Another one over the net.
It's a great effort by Wilson.
First save made by C.J. Lair. Barry trying to break, can't. Puck goes back out to center ice. Zaski moves it in. Takes the shot in on Smith. He hangs on in the draw inside with a power play now fully for Georgia Tech as Clemson has 41 seconds remaining on Zeiss's penalty.
That was good end-to-end action. You had, Wilson hit the big hit by Chambers in the corner, and then Wilson made the good back check, and then he took it actually all the way down and, beat the man but didn't get a shot but set up another one. So that's an excellent play.
Puck skirts out of the zone, the neutral zone. Back for it is Mararoli. And then thrown in. Will it be icing? Nope. Power play still for Tech. 20 seconds left on that. McKinney fires it across. Moving in for a shot. A stick save by Smith. And then the puck skirts loose. Mararoli will get it at center ice for Tech. Throw it right back in. Penalty winding down. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Cleared out. And full strength is Zeiss out of the box. Fresh, too. Working the puck away is Sparford. Now getting it to McKinney. Throwing it in. Galley trying to help. Veloso into the corner. That puck sent it, but then batted away nicely by Kynock. And now here comes the move of Zeiss trying to turn it on C.J. Lair, and he takes the shot. It was bobbled momentarily, but Lair able to hang on, and then behind the net, a big hit. Yang really went into the boards hard, and he's asking for a call, but I don't believe he'll get it.
I think 21 Zeiss has been the best player on the ice so far this game. He's been moving his feet and making things happen. He obviously had the goal, and that's exactly what you want. We were commenting earlier on how you have to go to the net hard, and that's exactly what he did there.
Out to the point, Clemson fires it far side. Evans throws it deep. Now Evans will get it at the midboard, stick handles to the corner, being pinched on the wall. But he turns his body to get a chance for a pass. Gets it right out in front, and then a shot. That one just went wide. A good chance for McCosh, but he was in tight, not much room, and it just shot it wide. Iced by Georgia Tech. We're trying to prevent the icing, and they'll say no icing. Good hustle there. Chambers, he'll take a little whack in the corner from right. Now Chambers trying to backhand it out. He does. Puck in the neutral zone. Knocked right back in, but a delayed offside. Now they'll tag, wave it off. Put it on the wall. Clemson gets it out to center ice. And now here comes Evans stopping. Trying to leave the puck, trying to come up with it. It's in his skates. He falls down, swipes at it. Still with it, Sandstrom in the corner, but taken away. And that will be down for an icing call. 12:21 in a 1-1 game. Berry, the score for Georgia Tech, and Zeiss, the score for Clemson, and that's what it's been so far in this one, almost halfway through, and a very entertaining game, and a very physical game, too. The hitting is certainly the level a lot higher than it was yesterday.
Absolutely, and I think Clemson has picked up their effort level this period. They look like a different team. They've totaled the shotgun. Oh, almost Zeiss almost had one back door there.
Off the draw, that was a chance for Zeiss to just tap it in and went over his stick. And he had the open net. Zeiss goes down and breaks it back in at the dot. Takes a little rubber in. It's loose as Lair couldn't handle it. Then a wraparound attempt. And that one went into the crease. And C.J. Lair able to tie it up.
that's Clemson's top line, making things happen for them. You have to have that if you're going to win games, especially big games, and it's good to see that out of Esposito, Zeiss, and Werner.
So the face-off is inside of the Tech zone. Werner wins it. Went with it, actually, to the wall, trying to get it. But Tech able to throw it right back out. Wilson at center ice, right in front of his own bench. Will throw the puck up to Esposito. He takes a nice little bump for his trouble, knocks it in deep. And he throws a hit himself, maybe causing a turnover momentarily, but no. Now taken in. Here comes Tech on the move on Sweck. Throws it in. It bounces behind the net. Trying to move it out. Clemson. Drotsky up to make a check and prevent it from going out. Here's Berry with a shot. It actually struck the man right in front of the net. Not working it out. Wilson, Phillips. Now to Zeiss. Takes a little hip check. Momentarily broke him up. And then the puck taken by Degassi, flipped out to center ice. Chambers trying to move it in. He's dancing on the line. He gets it in. And now delayed offside, and now it's called. Took the referee a little bit of time to make that decision. He was dancing on the line, whether or not he was in or out. He might have put himself offside.
I'm not sure. I think he may have. The referee may have mixed himself up there. I think he didn't want to call it, but his hand was up, and he called off, so he had to call that one. There's no, once you scream off and the defenseman sees it and your hand's up, you have to call it.
Face-off back. Neutral zone play now. Clemson pops it right back in. Sending it down. Cut off by Fritz of Tech. Oh, backhanded to nobody. Let Deoriak get it right out to center ice. And once again, here's a move on the move. Here's Tech moving for a shot. And a block by the defenseman. And then the net dislodged because Deloso went right into it. That's sometimes... you get away with that a couple of times, but the referee doesn't like you doing that too much. It's a way of being able to take any kind of offensive chance away from the other team, but there could be a delay of game, and he went in there by himself.
Yeah, that's true. Chambers, though, the real story on that play is Chambers. He made a great play getting down and, kind of kept the puck in his body while taking it to the corner. And I'm not sure, maybe he just didn't know where it was, but it's still a good play either way.
And those are pro stanchions in there. That's tough to take those nets off. Those nets don't come off easy. On the draw, it's McKinney. Backhander. That one came in from Gartner. And a save made. Now behind the net, Gartner battles, but coming out with it, it is Clemson. Working it up. His Lamp broken up. Now Wilson at the neutral zone. Fires it in, but it's knocked right back out. Out of the net, Smith puts it on the stick of Sandstrom. Brings it up the wall, hopped Lamp stick. It's going to be no icing, though, as the puck went down. Mararoli will chase it. And quickly on it there. Nice play, or good hustle for McMaster. Didn't work out. Tech was able to get the puck, but now taken back by Clemson. Thrown back in the Tech zone at the far side circle. Trying to work up a home run pass to Fritz. A great play defensively to prevent that by Wilson.
Fritz was gone there if that didn't.
You're absolutely right. He gets it back and scores. And with Fritz, sometimes you don't have to worry about a breakaway. How about a sneaky slap shot from about 35 out, and he beat Smith cleanly. I'm not sure Smith knew that was coming or he misjudged it.
Absolutely. I mean, I probably caught him by surprise. I think what makes Fritz so dangerous is that he's unbelievable without the puck. He always finds himself in the right spot, and the kid knows how to score. So, that's a great play by him, and, probably just caught Smith a little off guard.
Boy, I'll tell you, in this tournament, if I had a vote right now and I was to have to cast it, I'd certainly have Fritz on my top 3 for MVP, because he has certainly carried his team both last night and so far today. He's really made things happen. So Fritz the goal. And he rifled that one from about 35 out. Puck worked up the wall. Deloso able to keep it in. It's knocked back down to the corner. Tech trying to move it out. They can't. Now they do. And into the neutral zone. Kick forward. Now Galley will chase it for Tech. He'll get it in the corner. Puck out to the circle. Here's Podolski with a shot. That one went wide. Galley trying to center it. It's knocked away. Out to the point. Zaski shoots. That one goes wide. Now into the corner. Down goes the man, but they'll get it to Petrotsky. Takes a shot, deflected out in front. And trying to come up with that one for a shot was Lestracco, but not happening. And then Zaski just runs into his man. That is McCormick. Clemson fortunate enough to get it out back into the Tech zone. They'll hand it to Deloso at his blue line. Deloso struck the Tech forechecker, bounces over, pops up straight in the air. Oh, boy. I'll tell you what, that's an interesting play. Berry went up, and it looked like he got clothesline. Might have been pass interference in football. Puck taken behind the net. Now centered, but it's right there on the stick of Bishop for Tech, and he sends it past Deloso. Now it's going down to the corner. He'll switch to the far side corner, try to bring it up. One thing that Clemson is not doing, and Zeiss is not doing right now, is moving his feet. They're kind of flat-footed, and that's enabling Tech to get on the puck first. Here's a shot deflected. That one wide. Bishop chased Zeiss. Zeiss avoids the hit and then goes down, able to get it over. And Clemson looking to break. Werner gets broken up. The puck pops out of the zone. Zeiss has got to wait for his mates to clear. Now he does. Trying to go down the wall, trying to get a pass away, but it was broken up. And now once again, here's Fritz. Takes the hit, absorbs it, keeps his feet moving, going back behind the net for a pass. Out in front to Berry. That broken up. And now here's Chambers. The defenseman gets center ice, and he'll throw it in. A line change coming up for Clemson. Back behind the net. Tech moves it out. Quick pass, tipped, and then Fritz touched the puck, and he took a little whack for his troubles on that one. Zeiss trying to move it out. He takes a bump, but sends it down the wall. It's being chased. Mazzante trying to come up with it in the corner. He gets cut off by Degassi. And Degassi now tries to move it out. He does. Here comes Tech again. Fritz on the wing. This time in his Gartner for a shot in on Smith. Then Fritz the follow-up. That one he didn't get a chance to get the shot away. It left it in the crease. It's cleared away. Now back down into the corner in the Clemson zone. Trying to rifle the puck out of the zone. They can't. It's kept in. At the dot, a shot. Smith the save. If I'm watching something about Smith, it seems he's almost delayed, or maybe unsure. I don't know if he's wanting to go down too early or he's thinking about it. Have you noticed on that shot, he kind of didn't know if he wanted to move or not. It was just that slight second, that pause.
Yeah, I think that shot by Fritz that went in might have got him thinking a little bit. Maybe it just kind of messing with his timing a little bit or something, but I'm sure he'll figure it out.
A lot of guys like to go down a lot, but then if they start thinking they're going up top on me, then they start worrying.
It's a head game. It's all a mind game.
And a goaltender, let me tell you what, that's an easy mind to mess with. But when they're on, there's nobody better in the head game when a goaltender is on, and that's 90% sometimes of that game. Don't ever talk to one before a game either, boy. They're in their own world. Trying to move it in. It's Petrotsky. He got it broken up. Here's a shot slapper. That was tipped away. Now behind the net, Petrotsky centered it right in the slot. Shot, save, Smith. That's the way you concentrate. He came right to the top of the crease, played the angle well. Back it goes to the Tech zone. Now tipped up. Trying to get it. It's Bishop. Bishop, this is a 3-on-1. Couldn't get the shot off, was right as it was to him, but he just never had control. Now back out to the point. No, intercepted. And here's Lamp on the move. Drops it over for Evans. A shot. That one a high kick out. And once again, Tech breaks it up. It's done on the move. Throwing it in. 2-1 with 4:46 remaining here. Georgia Tech leads.
Georgia Tech absolutely dominating the play right now.
Yeah.
Last probably 8 minutes or so.
Puck being taken up by Deloso, but it's broken up and knocked back down. Georgia Tech is forechecking rather well and successfully, and then they'll trap out in the neutral zone the boot when they get that chance, so it makes it difficult. Here's a long one in, and the save made by C.J. Lair. perimeter shots on this kid is probably not going to get the job done, and he's not going to let anything loose over there. That glove is pretty solid on C.J. Lair. And you did mention that, Chris. What I notice is, I don't know if it's because the team may be a little tired right now. Maybe the lines are staying out there a little long. The feet's not moving in the Clemson zone. That's allowing Tech to be all over you.
And once you do get the puck, they're having trouble breaking it out. So that's all what it comes down to.
Trying to move it in, broken up. Now Wilson sends it across. Zeiss in the corner. Behind the net now. Pass is errant. Will go out to center ice, knocked right back in. Chasing it is Sandstrom. Over for Wilson. Now Tech gets a chance. It's a 2-on-2. Moving it in is Werner. Zeiss trailing. But Petrotsky makes a nice play to check it to the corner. Zeiss at the right spot. Now stick handling. He's moving to the net. Shoots it, and that one went high and wide, but a nice shot anyways. Wilson a shot from the point, wide and high. Werner behind the net looking for a pass. It got knocked away. And now here's Zeiss playing point. Zeiss at the line. He's checked by Fritz. Still with it, though. Zeiss stick handling. He got broken up on the play by Degassi. Picked up by Esposito now to Werner. Trying to center it on a backhand pass. It would have been a nice play, but Esposito couldn't get on it. A glove down at the point. Waved off now as Tech will touch it. And now here's Fritz on the move. Going down the wing. And he takes the shot. And Smith that time was not to be fooled. What makes Fritz also very effective, he's a right-handed shot going down the left wing, so he's got a lot of look at that net.
It seems for Clemson, every time there seems to be a loose puck that bounces out, it's number 18, Fritz, with the puck. He comes up with it. It's a one-on-one, two-on-one, and he's just so dangerous. You have to know where he is at all times.
Off the draw, it's controlled again. Tech into the corner. Now behind the net, it will skirt over to the point. Mararoli brings it down back behind the net. Von Sweck working for it. Now it'll work over to Berry. Berry got it out in front, deflected shot, score! It rolled in. You really can't blame Smith on that. There was just a lot of traffic, and he got pushed down, and the puck rolled in, and that's the way that went. All Tech did was collapse that pocket and then just put it in the crease and then roll it in. Basically, they banked it in.
If you're Clemson, you have to clear the front of the net. It's the most important part on the ice, and they didn't do a good job with that there. And that's the difference right now. That if you're Coach Eric Mannix, who runs the defense for Clemson, there's no way you're happy right there. And it also comes down to the center. In addition, he's got to be down there helping out and clearing out because that's a tough play for Smith to make.
3-1 now. Georgia Tech on top. Clemson is not playing the way they started this game. They were starting this game off rather getting that pressure up. This time they have kind of been on their heels in their own zone. Man knocked down is going to get a turnover. Lamp will take it. Clemson trying to get back within one here before the period ends. There's 2:02 remaining. Now here's Wilson with a chance. Puts it out, deflected by Lamp, and it just went wide of the post. That would have been a perfect answer for Clemson. Now knocked right back down. Holgado fires it across Petrotsky. Up to Galley. Galley stick handling. Gets bumped off the play, but right back with it. It's Lestracco for a backhand pass out in front. Oh, and that's the way you clear the net, folks. Let me tell you there. That was a textbook, let me get you out of the way. Sandstrom absolutely leveling Von Schweck.
And that's exactly what we were talking about in the previous statement.
A long pass that is going to be ruled not icing. I say they must have touched someone. And a turnaround, and now here is Deloso. He's on the move, goes to the corner, puts it on the far side, but no one is there. And that allows Clemson to kind of chase, but they're just going to be able to either tap it and then Tech takes over. Out to the blue line, a steal, and now it's a possible 3-on-2. Getting it out for a pass out in front, and Smith the big save there. Boy, none bigger than that with 46 seconds left as moving right in. And that was all alone, the Tech forward. And now cleared all the way back down where Zaski will pick it. Zeiss. I believe that's going to be icing. It is. So with 28.7 seconds left, we'll get a draw inside the Tech zone. The one thing I'm noticing too, and you're up top here, and I guess when you go down in your have your meeting with your team, that you'll notice everybody's banking to the same side. Nobody's on the other side to get an outlet pass. Or if you're going to be all on the same side, at least move the puck north and south. They're moving it east and west, and there's nobody on the other side.
I mean, a blind pass is usually a turnover, so you got to find someone on your team. And Clemson just needs to start making things happen here because they don't have too much time left.
20 seconds left, and a roughing call coming up here. Boy, I want to take you back to, we talked about moving guy. I would imagine Coach Nutty made a statement on the bench after that third Tech goal where it didn't seem like anybody was clearing anybody out of the crease. Certainly Von Sweck ended up being the poor guy that has to be the guy that ends up taking a hit like that. And I mean, he was leveled. They had no chance. And as a defenseman, that's your job. And I'll tell you, Sandstrom really laid him down.
Well, you don't have to tell him twice. You tell him once, and it's more than enough. He'll be happy to take someone's head off.
So a penalty comes up. It is Berry in the box. And off the draw, a shot and a save.
That shot's not going to do much without traffic in front. That's Layer's going to stop that every time.
Werner on the draw, now he'll throw it to the corner. It's a power play for Clemson. Lagasse tries to get it out, he can't. Now it goes to straightaway Chambers, a shot, that one blocked. Watch out for Fritz, he just pokes it out to get it out of trouble. He realized there's not that much time left, just a second or two, and he did the right thing, clear it out, no shot, and no chance for Clemson to get. Check. Here we go. And welcome back, everyone. Here we got underway. A little mic troubles up here. Sorry about that. 3-1. Georgia Tech on top. That is definitely a mic problem, but now that is fixed. And controlling it, Fritz spinning in the dot. He gets tripped. He'll get a penalty. He gets a shot off anyways, and it's a delayed call. So Clemson's got to touch the puck up with the extra attack, and then a tip shot comes in and a save made by Smith. Well, there you go. Starting right off the bat, not exactly what you wanted to do, but Fritz again, a guy who makes a lot of things happen, and you're going to get those kind of penalties called against you trying to stop him because he did beat the man and almost a necessary trip.
Yeah, I think Smith had a little trouble handling the puck there. He got caught up in his skates, and it's going to happen. It's definitely frustrating for Clemson coming in with the power play, though.
So it is a 4-on-4 right now that negates the penalty. Shot comes in. That's a save by Smith. Tech trying to wrestle it away from Zeiss. That will go out for a shot. That one deflected. As DeGassi took that from the point. Now along the wall, Chambers trying to move it out. Zeiss putting the body on a man, but it's knocked right back in. 4-on-4 hockey for 37 seconds, and then it will be a power play for Tech. Fritz got hooked again. Penalty coming up. And then a hit right after the whistle. DeGassi banging in there with Werner. And you talked about Werner a little bit earlier. He's kind of banged up, so you don't want to get that guy banging around out there too much.
No, definitely not. Oh, that's going against Tech.
Wow, okay. Fritz got it.
Interesting. I thought that was going against Clemson.
Me too.
I thought they got Sandstrom for a hook.
So did I, but it's the other way around. That's why they get paid the big money.
I guess so.
So, a big break for Clemson. Now, if you want to take a look at this here, they will, in fact, end up with a little power play time after this all said and done. But right now, it is a 4-on-3. Clemson has a power play in the triangle. Tech, here's a shot. That one ripped. High rebound. Wow, did that go in the air? And I guess it must have clipped the protective net that's just over the end zone because, maybe it hit the goalpost possibly. That thing, that thing, you have a arena football goalpost that they have, folded up almost to the ceiling, and that's the only thing I can think of. Trying to move it out, he couldn't. Now DeGassi tries to get it out, still can't. Good move by Deloso. Couldn't get the pass to the empty man though, and now digging for a shot. That one by Esposito goes wide. It is 4-on-4 now, but in 41 seconds there'll be another power play for Clemson. Tech looking to move it out. They lead 3-1. And a break for Clemson, able to come up with the puck. But again, they don't move the puck up. They take it to the wall, and they virtually hand it over to Tech. And now again, Podrotsky able to get it at the point for Tech. Top of the circle, slap shot. Boy, good save, Smith. Stayed right with that. That concentration back for Smith. If he might have been a little bit shaky there in the second, but certainly nothing like it now. He looks strong.
No, Clemson's focal point in the locker room was to get down and help the defenseman break the puck out. You can't start offense unless you get the puck out of your own end. So Clemson's going to try to do a better job here and improve their breakouts by getting low and supporting the puck.
Chambers tried to move it out, but he couldn't get it out. And now Sparford gets slammed by Chambers. Puck squirts behind the net. Trying to move the puck up and out is Sandstrom. Chambers throws it out. And it's going to go right down to Lair, and he'll hold on. I'll tell you something, too, that maybe you can, your team. When Clemson was hitting, Clemson was doing well. It appears to me that they've kind of laid off the big hits. Now, they'll throw a hit here or there, but certainly not everyone as they did in the first period.
Right, it definitely gets the other team thinking that they're going to get hit, and it's a kind of a mindset on the other team, and they start turning the puck over a little more, and Clemson needs to really get back into that.
And Tech doesn't look like they're the team that likes to get into that game. They like to free skate. Now here's a break. It's Galley moving in, shoots that one off the pipe. Oh boy,
there's a break.
There's a big break, and now it's a 3-on-2. Chambers has got to move the puck up quicker, and he does. Now to Esposito, back to Chambers out in front, but he got knocked behind the net. High stick was let go. As the player there took it right in the neck.
That was Zeiss. He's hurting, too.
Yeah, he got that stuff. I don't think the referee saw it. We saw it because it was on our side. Now Clemson right back. Here they come. Moving it. Werner. Had it just taken away, and you didn't want Fritz to break. Full strength, everybody. As all power plays are over, Fritz is moving for a shot save. Rebound was knocked loose by Wilson. And Fritz is right there to make a play again and then got hooked down, but no call. Clemson with a couple of breaks. You got a shot off the pipe. And then Fritz getting hauled down but not getting called. Boy, DeLoso went to take the run at Fritz, and Fritz played the old watch this and turned the tables on DeLoso. Now they'll dig deep in the Clemson zone. There's a good body check. That's how you do it. Stop the man. Good hit there by Mazzante. But Tech with another shot save right there at the doorstep, too, is guess who? But cleared out, moved out, and the face-off will be inside of the Clemson zone on the far side.
Clemson needs to do a better job picking their head up in the defensive zone. Right there, they kind of wrap the puck around the boards, and that goes right to the Georgia Tech defense. But that's just a turnover. I know you're trying to get the puck out high and hard, but if you do it around the glass for that far away, and there's no one there, it's going to be a turnover.
There's no doubt that DeLoso is probably the hottest hitter on that ice, but boy, did he
told you
tables turned on him by Fritz.
He's the bear.
He sure is. The bear might have got outfoxed in a sense there. And now here's Clemson with a break, trying to move it in. They're trying to get back into this one. There's still plenty of time, 15-24. It's just a 2-goal game. And you get one in, and all of a sudden you start believing. But you can't let Tech score another. Back it goes, behind the net. Now centered, and it's deflected out in front. Now there's a good job of moving.
In the net? Are they calling it?
That
and they give it to him.
It went in the net. I just thought it was a save, but I guess it had gone in, and then Smith tied it up. So apparently it crossed the goal line. The goal judge is there, and the referee there.
Yeah, I mean.
And that's a bad break for Clemson as now they go down. And just as I was saying, you can't let them get another one. And kind of a quirky goal. They just, again, collapsed into the net, jammed it in.
I think it might have gone off Clemson in the net, to be honest with you. And I didn't see the ref. I saw the light go off. I didn't see the ref make the signal, so I guess they caught the ref by surprise, too.
And I was just about to comment, well, Clemson doing a good job of moving guys out of there because you had numbers in the crease to prevent it. But hockey's a weird game. Breaks sometimes, and those are one of those things you call bad breaks. Zeiss just left the puck in the corner in a good play to allow his man to take it out. Wilson. Now Werner, backhand pass. I remember Clemson got a goal right back quick. And they need one here. Puck rung around. Trying to move it out. Not able to is Maroli. Now he'll take it at the goal line, go right behind the net. Stick handling well. And moving, a little open ice. Throws it on the wing. Down for McKinney. And he's back down there. And boy, McKinney got a face full of boards. He went down hard. To the corner. Now up to the mid-wall. And Werner will break. Slides it off to Zeiss. Little open ice there. But numbers are back for Georgia Tech. Look at them get back in the play. Everybody's back. And they rub Zeiss out behind the net. That was McKinney, the forward. But Zeiss will come back with it again. Gets pinned up on the wall. But Esposito gets it to Werner. Werner was stopped on the goal line and then had it knocked away. And here comes Tech again. It's Van Sweck. Boy, a big check there. Van Sweck, I think, has taken 2 giant checks tonight. And that
retaliate. Yep, it's a retaliation penalty against Tech.
Yes, it is. And now a break.
Oh, good
coming,
play.
and that might be another penalty. Boy, he chopped him on the break-in. Still a delayed call. Could there be 2 penalties here? The referee has one hand up. He's got a slash and then a holding the stick.
Big break for Clemson right here. And that's Chambers jumping up in the play, making things happen. It's, you like to see that he's a leader on the team, and you like to see a guy like that step up.
This could be big for Clemson because here's what could happen. Oh, they're only going to call 1?
No, I think he's bringing the other guy.
I think so. It has to because the scoring opportunity was taken away after the delayed call. So here's a major league break for Clemson, for your team, Chris, in the fact that you got 2 men in the box. You get one quick, and you still have the benefit of a power play.
Yep.
But you're going to be 5-on-3. You don't want to hit the panic mode. You want to at least get one of them back. But certainly, lightning could strike here.
That's unfortunate for Georgia Tech, too, because they definitely had the opportunity to avoid one of those penalties for sure. The first one was a retaliation penalty, and when you're up 4-1, I'm not sure that's what the coach is looking for, especially when you're up 4-1 in a game like this.
Well, it's sticking up for each other, I think, to an extent, because Von Schreck took another big one. Maybe your coach with a 4-1 lead might overlook it. I don't think he's too happy about the giving up on the delayed call. Kind of
No.
Georgia Tech allowed, as you said, Chambers to kind of take the play to it, and then they have to haul him down, which they did to take a scoring opportunity away, or else.
Is that a third guy? Misconduct, I guess. I guess that was retaliation. On the retaliation penalty, they got a misconduct as well.
So they put McKinney's in the box, and then Degassi's in the box. We haven't got the official announcement. I think one is a holding the stick call. It looked like holding the stick, and the other one was a slash.
Right, and then there was the misconduct was for mouthing off to the referee on his way to the penalty box.
10 minutes for that, so he'll be out in 3:35, and I wonder if it's McKinley or Degassi that got it.
I think he thought that was a high hit by Kynock, number 23, in the open ice.
Well, here's a timeout taken now, and let's see who called it. I'm wondering if it's Clemson right now to call it to say, hey guys, pretty much game's on the line here.
It's definitely possible. The only other explanation would be maybe Tech's penalty killers needed a breather, but
and maybe to settle the guys too, right?
Right, but I'm going to assume that was Clemson calling the penalty, calling the timeout. Sorry.
It is Clemson. Yeah, this charge now to Clemson. We see on the board. Well, they say you can't take them timeouts with you, and you don't want to call a timeout down by 3 with with a minute left in the game.
Right.
So really, this is the game, and right now you're not going to get a better opportunity to try to climb back in it. You got a double, you got a full 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. You can score a goal and still maintain the power play. So
Clemson's going to need to get traffic in front of the net. They have the extra man. They have to work the puck hard and then get some traffic. And maybe it won't be pretty, but they're going to have to start banging away and winning the battles in front of the net.
face-off will be in the Georgia Tech zone. They'll have Fritz, their best centerman, out there. Werner's going to take the draw. They got Zeiss right out in the slot. It will go to Chambers, who had everything happen. Rister in a screen, and C.J. Lair, the save with a glove. We'll hold on. So a high stick and a Chambers. Another shot, and one thing you got to credit C.J. Lair. He's coming out, cutting the angle, and nobody for Clemson is coming into the net for that shot, which would make it a lot harder for him to do.
I mean, obviously they're trying to run a shooting power play, so they're going to need traffic.
Especially the 5-on-3. Got to post a guy up, and now Zeiss is there, and he's going to be right in front of Lair. Here's a one-timer shot, boy, but right with it is C.J. Lair to make a nice save. Wilson back out top. Chambers. Back to Chambers up at the point.
And he gets one, and he got it. Yep, well, the shooting power play definitely paid off. They, a couple nice saves by Lair, but, Chambers risked that one low and hard. Traffic in front is what caused that.
Sure did.
And that was Chambers from Werner, I believe.
So there you go. It is now a 2-goal game.
I would expect more of the same out of Clemson's power play. It obviously worked there, and I would expect more shots from Chambers in the umbrella situation.
And you look at it, you did what you had to do. You put that guy out in front of the net to give a little bit of interference or to allow the goaltender not that clean view. Good move by Werner. It's still a power play, and they've got a 3-on-2 working with the power play, but Podrotsky breaks it up. And now Barry tries to move it out, and it's going to be finished, taken out all the way down.
This is where Fritz is dangerous.
And it's shorthanded, 5-on-4, and Fritz gets it, and he'll rag some time away. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. 4-2. Wilson. Be careful in front of your slot there, and he turns it back around the net now. Shifts, throws it out to the wing. Now Esposito with some open ice. Man heading to the net is Zeiss. He throws what looked like a pass. It was sticked away by
Yep. So they want shooting right here.
Chambers with a shot
Oh,
on.
just goes
Zeiss
wide.
banged into a man in front, causing a little interference there.
No one in front for Clemson right now.
Here's Chambers. Throws a pass to the Werner. Werner goes behind the net. Now to Zeiss. Zeiss to Werner. Zeiss, Esposito now up in front of the net. Clemson doing the right things here. They're getting close, but too many men behind the net and nobody in the corner. They threw an empty pass. That's going to allow the easy clear if power play is over. And fortunately, that man wasn't out of the box just as that pass could have gone out of there because they had that opportunity. But a turnover right in front, moving in, shot, and a good poke check by Smith broke it up.
It's good aggressive play.
And another aggressive play to take the puck back. Here's Lamp on the run as a Clemson forward is just leveled at center ice.
Mike Mazzani, number 20.
Now Fritz. He gets stood up by...
The Bear.
Yes, sir. Deloso did his job. That stopped Fritz dead in his tracks. Now the puck banged around in the neutral zone. It's going to work out for Clemson. Throwing it across. Now Deloso into the tech zone, but right back out. And now a pass to Galley is tipped. And here's Deloso going to turn and get it out of the zone. He does quickly, at least get it to center ice, get out of trouble. 4-2 now, 10 minutes and 47 seconds remaining here in the third period, and Tech on top. 32-18, out shooting the Tigers. Here's a slapper. That one knocked down, possible 3-on-2. The transition working for Clemson. And a poke check and a haul down. Boy, that was unnecessary. He made a nice play at first, but then he hauled him down again. And a penalty coming up against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech right now might be coming a party. A little discipline issues there.
Oh, man. And, it's sort of unfortunate because all game they've been pretty good about that. And, this is definitely not the time to be taking holding penalties like that.
Not at all. And as a result, now another power play for Clemson. So you can't say at least Tech has done everything they can to try to help you out a bit because they certainly have done that in the last few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, nothing new. Shots from Chambers, traffic by Zeiss and Esposito in front, maybe working to Werner in the corner.
And they got a man in the box for another 8 minutes or so, serving the misconduct, not affecting the on-ice play. Esposito digging it out to the corner. Let's see if they'll work that power play again. Yep, Zeiss is where he's supposed to be, right in front of
It's a good battle going on.
C.J. Lair. He's getting moved away, but that's causing issues. And a shot, there it is, a save. That's going to be a
That's
glove.
gonna be a hand pass. It's going to go all the way down, too.
On the power play, the worst thing you can do is glove that. Now, Fritz is headed to the locker room.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's equipment.
Cut, maybe?
It might be a cut. He has no equipment with him, no stick, no gloves, but I don't know, maybe a skate issue as well.
It could be a bunch of things. I expect to see him back. He seemed to be skating off pretty.
You guys are working good. You got our guys back there from the Cottonmouths working the skate machine, so.
Yep. They did a great job hosting this tournament.
Tell you what, Sports Council here in town, the Civic Center folks.
Phenomenal job by the folks here in the Civic Center.
What a nice place to play at, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a nice change from the usual rinks in the Southeast.
Don't worry. A couple of you guys get drafted yourself. When you get healed, you'll be out here yourself, perhaps.
Yeah. Wishful thinking, perhaps.
Puck taken up. Chambers takes a bang, but he's able to knock it deep. Esposito trying to gather it, can't. It's going to go out to the point, glove down Chambers, but stolen away. And now here comes Lestracco, a breakaway in, shoot. Oh, big save by Smith. None bigger than that in the game to keep his team within striking distance. That might have been a deal sealer there. Now Chambers with it. Still 45 seconds left to power play, but again a turnover. And then a retaliation, little hit by Zeiss. That stick was up high, did not get called.
Second power play unit on for Clemson now.
Working it through. Nice. Coming in. Shoots. And a save made by C.J. Lair. I'll tell you what, working that puck in rather well there was Phillips. Or Wilson, that is. Cleared out again. Galleon chase. Puck slopped away. And now three abreast coming in. Zeiss trying to move in. He got checked away at the last second. Good little play there by DeGassi. Get a piece of him. Now a shot from the point. Deflects it to the slot dangerously. But it's worked away. Deloso tries to cheat up, can't keep it in, did they? It's in and out. Now it's out of the zone. Thrown right back in. Degassi ices it. Face-off will come back. Penalty over. So some chances for Clemson. And also the best chance, though, happened to be Tech, a short-handed breakaway, and who Mr. Smith there making a darn good stop and keeping his team within, keeping his team alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Smith's been solid all weekend. And, you know, it's a big save because that would have been the game right there.
At the point. Hynek couldn't get it away. Now it's a break Berry. Oh, that would have been a great move if he made it. And then, for good measures, he knocks his own man down, too. A little break for Clemson. They got 2 men trapped in the zone, but they can't get the pass on the stick. Petrotsky's going to take a hit for his troubles, but he gets it out of the zone, did his job. Oh, that was a golden chance, and they just couldn't make the pass click. And now an interception in the neutral zone, center ice. Fired in, but a nice play again by Wilson. Wilson going backwards. And a turnover and a shot and a save by Smith. And boy, oh boy. That all started the defenseman deciding instead of moving the puck out, at least getting it out of the zone, turned back into his net and then forced a turnover.
Yeah, you know, it's been a point of emphasis for Clemson, as I said earlier, is you got to break the puck out if you're going to get scoring opportunities. And right there they didn't. Again, Smith did a good job.
Out to the point. Slap shot. That one blocked.
I think Fritz cut on the face possibly. I saw him talking to the medical staff down here.
Well, if that's the case, we hope he's okay. And obviously he doesn't have any more games to play and is at a whale of a game anyways and a whale of a tournament here. But a break for Clemson because that's probably the best player on the ice for Georgia Tech, or one of them at least, that's not there. Trying to work the puck out. Clemson up against the wall. Once again, Tech able to take it. It's Wright trying to move in. He's broken up. And now the puck taken right back in by Dunn. Clips to Wilson. He kind of fanned on trying to get it out. It goes to the near side. They try to swipe it out. Now working for it. It's Evans. Now broken up again. 6:10 remaining. 4-2. Georgia Tech leading. Deloso got it across to his D-man, and Chambers throws it out, but Tech gets it and just throws it right back in. I'll tell you what, they're sending the dogs. They're not going into the trap, that's for sure.
Nope.
And they get caught back. It's 3-on-2. Here's Werner going wide. Now Werner goes behind the net. Put a shot off the side of the net. It rebound to the far side, but nobody could get it for Clemson. Sent back in to the Clemson zone. Peloso trying to move it up, and again, Galley right there. A shot that comes in on Smith. Long distance-wise, he saw it all the way. Face-off inside the Clemson zone. Now it's 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Let me ask you your thoughts on the time that Coach Duddy usually would pull his goaltender here. You're talking the 2-goal deficit, so you're talking around 2:30. Are you going to wait till the minute and a half?
Knowing Coach Duddy, they'll probably be a little less than 2:30. 2:30 might be a little early, but you know, depending on where the play is, I would say around the 2-minute, maybe 1:30 mark.
Tipped by Smith. It goes to the corner.
Clemson's top laying out for them.
Wilson to Zeiss. Zeiss trying to move it through. He gets broken up. And Degassi's going to just backhand it out. 5 minutes even now in a 4-2 game. Sending it deep into the corner. Trying to move the puck out to Degassi.
And they will.
Bangs it off the wall into the Clemson zone. And first on it is going to be a Georgia Tech forward right there. Sparford. Getting knocked down is Gartner.
It's another short shift by Werner. His back is really bothering him.
Zeiss. Stick handling, lost it. But coming right back with it. Boy, here's Wilson on the move. He's got two forwards with him. He's going to drop it off, but it just got clipped away. A good defensive play by Petrotsky. And then it's going to be sent up. Is that Fritz back out on the ice? Yes, it is. So wherever the cut was, they put a Band-Aid on it. Now a penalty. And it's a slash, and I think that's going against Tech. They took the stick away and slashed it away from McMaster, and that's going to cost them.
That's absolutely going to cost them.
Boy, has Tech really gotten rung up for some penalties here. And they had such a disciplined game to an extent, but really right in a row.
Coach McSparron can't be happy right now. You just had a bunch of probably 3 or 4 good shifts in a row by Tech, where they kept the pressure in the Clemson end, and now taking another penalty is just going to put the pressure back in their zone. And, it also, puts Clemson's power play in it, which is their best players on the ice.
Taking a look down at the goaltender, Smith. It'll be interesting to see what the play will be here. You got the man advantage. So it's down low. Now Werner out to the point. Chambers, one-timer, deflected out in front. Goes right to Werner, back out to Chambers, straight away on the point. A zip pass goes past Werner, but it's fast enough to go to Zeiss, near side corner. Takes a shot, but C.J. Lair saw it the whole way, gloves it down and get the draw inside of the Georgia Tech zone. 3:48 remaining in this third period. Boy, if Clemson can get this one in here, boy, you make a really interesting game. Werner lost his stick. He's going to have to play soccer. Man. Then he towed it, and I think he caught a rut, and that didn't look like it did his back any good.
No, absolutely.
He went to toe. Did you notice that? I think he caught a rut.
Yeah, it's really hurting him. Last couple games, he's been struggling.
Chambers shot, boy, I'll tell you, C.J. Lair did not see it. Now the whistle, and they're going to say outside the zone.
Yeah, you can see Werner bending over right now.
When he went to kick that puck, and I can remember having a similar situation, having a knee problem, and trying to kick it, caught a rut, and ended up hurting my knee again. And a back is kind of like that too. I mean, he kind of jostled, and your body's not really expecting it. And it looked like when he went to tow it, it just absolutely stopped in the ice.
Lesser men wouldn't be out on the ice right now. Let's put it that way.
No, you got to give him credit for that. That's one thing about hockey that a lot of folks don't understand. Most of these guys at the end of the season end up getting surgeries or having long periods of rehab. Shot taking a top corner try. That one went wide. Boy, trying to dive to keep it in, and did they do it? Yes, Chambers giving him a star on that one. And it'll go to Werner, far side, 46 seconds remaining. 2:55 now left in this one. The goaltender, Smith, looking like he's getting a little antsy to edge out. Deflected out into the crease, backed around, now out. Wilson, shot, missed. Oh, a golden chance there. C.J. Lair, look at him. He's down like Dominic Hasek there.
Oh, man, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't want any deflections to go in. Beat me high. Here's Zeiss, shot, save, out loose in the slot. Tech trying to get it away, they do. And it's Fritz. And Chambers makes him pay. Gave him a big hit. And I think Fritz was expecting it. He gave the leisurely clear, and he said, no, still playing hockey. Long pass to the blue line. Lamp trying to dig it away. Puck down low. Petrotsky is going to have it go by his stick all the way. And there's 2 minutes left, but now full strength. Here's Galley for Georgia Tech breaking into the Clemson zone. He's got 2 trailers. Shot. Save. Smith goes behind the net. Now still with it. It is Von Schweck out in front. That one to Galley. Deflects behind the net. Now Von Schweck trying to knock it in. Smith the save. It's in the slot loose. Zeiss will turn it away. He's got a man right behind him. I don't know if he sees him. He spins and gets the pass off. Now to McMaster. McMaster trying to turn into C.J. Lair. He takes the shot, but boy, I'll tell you, C.J. Lair right now is saying, you are not going to beat me on the low side. If you're going to beat me, you're going to have to go over my shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely, or just traffic in front, something. Clemson's pulling on all the stops right now, but credit Georgia Tech's defense. They're really locking down in front, and there's a couple good flurries right there, and the Tech defense did a great job of locking up sticks and clearing bodies out in front.
So here's the deal right now. Clemson has already called a timeout, so unless Georgia Tech's going to help you out.
Oh,
they called a timeout. I certainly wouldn't have, but
no.
You know what? You certainly can't. You know what? The ACC guys here, they certainly, when they have coffee together, say, hey, Coach, I did everything I could for you there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an interesting call by Tech. Maybe they just have certain guys they really want on the ice, and those guys were gassed. I mean, if I'm Georgia Tech, I have to have Fritz out on the ice right here, and if I'm Clemson, I have to have my top line. So, I mean, I guess it's going to favor both sides here.
And my view on that timeout too, you had your top line was out there for a while. They had just come in, so they got an extra little rest too. So I'm sure you're probably going to go back out with Zeiss and Werner if he can muster it.
Zeiss, Werner, Esposito, Wilson, and Chambers will be out there. I assume probably DeLosa will be the extra attacker for once they pull the goalie, and I'm sure the goalie will be out to start the shift.
And I'm pretty sure Fritz for Georgia Tech.
Yes, and looks like Smith will be at the bench.
I know. Is Fritz out there?
No, he's not.
I don't see him. That's what I'm saying. He's not out there. I would figure he's pretty good face-off guy to boot.
Maybe he's still bleeding, something. Actually, it's just leaning over the bench right there. Maybe they just went with different guys.
Well, the net's empty. And it's 6 attackers for Clemson. Draw, controlled Tech. Trying to get it out was DeGassi. He couldn't. Now here's a shot. Tipped out in front, loose, and then cleared to the center ice. Stopped by Chambers. Don't know if it would have went in, but didn't want to take any chances there. Lamp puts it back in the Georgia Tech zone, but it's popped right back out. 1:16 remaining. Good cross. Now Wilson's got some room to move it in. Collapse into the net is Clemson. Two players collide. That was Chambers. Here's a shot tied up by C.J. Lair. And the draw again in the Tech zone with 1:05 remaining. 26-36. Clemson got the 26 shots up. Certainly a big difference than yesterday. And Georgia Tech with 36 up right now. And you probably end up, if I were to say anything, you're probably going to get a good 3 or 4 more clicks of that shot clock going there.
If you're Clemson, you're hoping so. And
controlled over by Tech. Inside the zone, though. Good pressure, Clemson.
Clemson needs to send more guys into that corner right now. There we go.
Back to Werner. Got a man wide open out in the slot. Oh, and it popped his stick, and there's an empty net, and Wilson is going to have to pop it back to the neutral zone. Now Werner knocks it for Lamp. Lamp takes a shot. That one goes wide. Less than a minute left, and C.J. Lair, what a great play. Keeps his skates over the goal line and then ties the puck up so that there's not a delay of game penalty there, and he stops the attack. 39 seconds left in a 2-goal game. 4-2, Tech on top. Now the puck going to be called down for a whistle as a Clemson player fell down. Now the question is it outside the zone? Your player's on top of it.
Doesn't look like it.
No, they'll keep it in.
I'll tell you, Chambers right now is absolutely gassed.
Yeah, he has seen a lot of time, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Out to the point one time with Wilson. On edge, it went wide. Now Lamp trying to dig in the corner. Everybody there, 23 seconds remaining. Time starting to be the major factor here. It's out for a shot, deflected, and now with 17 seconds left, this would be a miracle if you could do it.
Yeah.
Basically, you almost got to get one off the draw and then pray for a slap shot from the blue line with about a second left to beat the guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what? No quitting Clemson, and that's the important thing.
Yeah.
You take that with you. Behind the net, now a shot blocked. Another one from the dot, that blocked. Here's a shot down to 7 seconds. So Georgia Tech will win and be undefeated in this tournament. And one more chance for Lamp. Takes it behind the net to Werner. Deflected. C.J. Laird knocked it away. And Georgia Tech is victorious.